How about them Cowboys?
Angry Cowboys fan, are you down to ride? Angry Cowboys fan, are you down to ride? Drop a like on the video, go ahead and subscribe.
What's going on, Cowboys Nation and angry Cowboys fans around the world? Y'all know who it is. It's your man, the Angry Cowboys fan. And during this holiday season, the ripping and running and family gatherings, I allowed this episode of The Edge on Bleacher Report with Micah Parsons and Trayvon Diggs to pass me by. There were some great conversations that was going on, especially on who they want to keep on the Dallas Cowboys moving forward. So we're going to take a listen to the 3 clips that I got for y'all, and y'all know what we're going to do. We're going to come back and unpack this raw and uncut. So, angry Cowboys fans, let's take a listen to the first clip from The Edge on Bleacher Report.
Man, who would you like to see back? We got 34 free agents. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Obviously, we can't keep everybody. Who's some of the most important assets? Obviously, you know, somebody who hits my mind is J. Lou. You know, how dominant he's been. Yeah, how dominant he's been in the slot this year. And just in general, like, you know, who's some of the guys you want to see back? And, you know, look at his interception yesterday. I thought that was, like, crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was a play. That's probably one of the greatest plays I've seen, you know, in a little while. That was an awesome play. He was flying around. He's been playing good, and especially him in the locker room. You know, he's a great leader. You know, just having his energy around. You know, he talks trash. He get everybody going. And, you know, he's definitely somebody that we for sure, you know, need back 100%. I wish we keep everybody, you know, same guys that we started this thing with since your rookie year. You know, we got the same pieces, had the same guys, and, you know, really go to work. Add some more pieces, add some more pass rush. You know, there's a couple little things that, you know, we need just to, you know, really take it off.
I love the fact that Trayvon Diggs is bigging up Jordan Lewis coming back to the team for the 2025 season. J. Lou has been busting his ass for this team and has been a complete dog at the nickel position. Trayvon said it right there. J. Lou is a huge locker room presence and a mentor to the younger guys coming to the team. Now, jumping to the second clip that I got for you. Micah asked Trayvon his take on what the Dallas Cowboys should be focused on for the 2025 NFL Draft. So let's go ahead and take a listen so we can come back and talk about it. Roll a clip.
We're going to have a earlier draft pick, been eliminated from playoffs. Who would you like to see us lock in on more, defense side of the ball or offense side of the ball?
I think the defensive side of the ball for sure. I think, you know, that rush is important, especially, you know, with you. And we need somebody to compliment you. You know, we got great rushers coming back, Sam coming back. You know, we got some good rushers coming back, but we need some more rushers just to compliment you. Probably get an interior, some more interior pieces. And, you know, that rush is important. You know that. And, you know, if you have 2 dominant rushers, you know, it's hard to stop teams. You know, you really do need that rush. And, you know, we got all the talent in the back end. So, you know, I personally think, you know, just get some more rushes.
So Trayvon Diggs is wanting the organization to focus this year's draft on bolstering the defensive side of the ball. More pass rushers and run stoppers. I think the majority of Cowboys Nation would agree with you if you sprinkled in a little bit of running back and a great wide receiver. The Dallas Cowboys have really been displaying a tougher, more physical style of gameplay as of late on the defensive side of the ball. And with the right pieces, Trayvon and Micah feel that this team can be led by its defense. Though a great defense may be able to hold opposing offenses to a low score, I feel the offense needs some tending to when it comes to this upcoming draft as well. We'll talk about that more during my raw and uncut portion, so make sure you stick around for that. Now, in the last clip, Micah Parsons doubles down on buying in on the defensive side of the ball. He speaks about who the Dallas Cowboys should consider extending, but does leave out a few particular names in the process. Was it a Freudian slip by Micah Parsons, or did it have meaning? So, Cowboys Nation, let's take a listen to the final clip from The Edge on Bleacher Report.
I agree. I feel like we got all our young started players besides, CeeDee Lamb, who I think is probably the best player I ever seen in person. Besides CD, I think we're going to win a lot of games is defensively. Everyone's stacking up with these duos of multiple receivers. The market's insane. I think we just buy in on defense and build around us. We got me, you, DB, Sam, Maris, Overshown. We got so many young guys under 25, 26 where it's like, we could really make this defense one of the scariest defenses in NFL history. And
100%.
Osa, Chauncey, if we get those guys back and then we add to that with some depth, oh my goodness. I think that was the difference this year was, we had so many injuries that our depth was so, it was low. So
it was messed up.
Yeah, so we add some depth. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we're gonna be cooking like hot, cooking with fish grease.
There are so many gems in this interview that we get to talk about. So, y'all ready for my Raw and Uncut? Y'all ready? Let's get it. You got me, you, DB, Sam, Maris, Overshown. So many young guys under 25 where it's like, we can really make this defense one of the scariest defense in NFL history. Then he goes on to name Osa and Chauncey, and then adding on to that with depth. Well, damn, Micah Parsons. Was it a Freudian slip that you failed to mention DeMarcus Lawrence or Malik Hooker? Donovan Wilson has another year, and then he's a free agent. Otherwise, I would have put his name on that list as well. What about Eric Kendricks? Honestly, I don't foresee Eric Kendricks wanting to stay with the Dallas Cowboys, though he might if the price is right. I certainly hope that he does. Anyhow, that statement was telling, Cowboys Nation. If you watch the entire podcast episode, you will hear Micah Parsons being super specific. He doesn't seem like the man that minces his words or doesn't say exactly what's on his mind, so I feel the omission rings bells within Cowboys Nation. I know some might say, well, he omitted Dak from his top 10 quarterback list. Y'all know how I feel about that. Why should Dak be included in the top 10 of this season? Dak played below expectation this season. It was unfortunate that Dak Prescott's season was cut short because I would love to see where we would be with the defense balling out and the offensive line clicking and the RB1 finally being established if Dak Prescott was still in the game. Anyhow, that's neither here nor there, Cowboys Nation. These little conversations, they hold some gems within them, Cowboys Nation. Little nuggets that tells Cowboys Nation where these players' heads are and how to better this team moving forward. Micah Parsons has asserted his dominance in the locker room and has the players right behind him, got the players right on his side. And the DeMarcus Lawrence injury, that didn't help the situation one bit. It didn't help the changing of the guard at all. It left a leadership vacancy open during the regular season. I feel that DeMarvion Overshown was that until he got injured, with Micah Parsons being right there with him. Overshown's determination and aggression on the field got this defense to be more aggressive. Micah Parsons vocalizing the never give up mentality made this team and its coaches buy in to keep pushing for this season. But to keep it a buck, Cowboys Nation, this is Micah Parsons' team. The star goes where he leads this team from a defensive perspective. That doesn't mean the offense should be ignored, though, Cowboys Nation. I truly feel that it needs some tending to through the 2025 NFL Draft. Micah Parsons had mentioned something about teams doing the whole duo wide receiver thing. I hate to be that dude, but we can bolster the defense while perfecting the offense, taking the pressure off of Dak having to lead this team to victory through his arm by drafting an Ashton Genty or a Devin Neal. Demand great wide receiver 2 and 3 play, otherwise find it in free agency. Get better offensive line depth and a couple run-stopping defensive tackles, and this team is back on a winning formula. But I'll tell you my fear on Trayvon Diggs and Micah Parsons' logic on focusing on the defense. Well, the offense has to still be able to score the football. It can't live off of Brandon Aubrey's leg. It can't live off of Dak Prescott's arm. It can't live off feeding CeeDee Lamb. Not only does this offense have to complement the defense, but each offensive player has to complement each other. You got to have great talent out there to help take the pressure off of your stars. CeeDee Lamb shouldn't be continuously double-teamed each game. The running game should be good enough for opposing defenses to respect it and stack the box. The offensive line should be able to hold the fort down long enough for a play to develop. This way, your quarterback can deal. What cards he's given is a totally different story, Cowboys Nation. And that falls on Mike McCarthy. If Mike McCarthy is extended, he has to display that he can adapt, adjust, and advance. I have no clue what these coaches do in the offseason, but I would be going through every play to see what worked for who and keeping them. What play worked best and in what position did that play work? I would be backing the intensity that Micah Parsons and the other players on this team are displaying because it's the players that's trying to establish the culture, not the head coach. It's the head coach and the brotherhood of the locker room as to why the Dallas Cowboys continue to play to win. If you've never been in a locker room, you may not know the true meaning behind a win against the tomato can or why these teams have decided to try and win out. You may want the team to lose for a higher draft pick, but when the players on the team are playing for their coach and their fellow players, you can cancel any form of tanking or losing on purpose because the unity of the locker room is vastly more important than a top 10 draft pick. This has been your man, the Angry Cowboys fan. What did you think about what Trayvon Diggs and Micah Parsons had to say? Do you agree or disagree with my analysis? Y'all know what we doing. Let's go ahead and talk about it in the comment section. If you're digging the content and want to help get it out to even more Dallas Cowboys fans, drop a like on this video and share it with whomever you know is a Dallas Cowboys fan. If you are DC for life and think that if the Dallas Cowboys bolster the defense, we may have a chance next year, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell to be notified whenever I go live, release a video, podcast episode, film breakdown, or Madden 25 or College Football 25 gameplay. Also, to give you a quick update, Sports Junkie is at home taking care of his son and helping nurse him back to a full recovery. Continue to pray for our brother as he continues to help his son on the road to recovery. But this has been your man, the Angry Cowboys fan, and I'm out. Dang, Angry Cowboys fan, you done made it through the entire video. But if you want more content, you can definitely go to this video right here. Or if you want the latest episode of the Angry Cowboys Fan Podcast, you can go right here. But whatever you do, like, share, and subscribe to the channel, but remain DC for life.